Hey Capricorn, good to see you. I'm here to do your quest. Solar return wild card read. I know we already did a 2025 year ahead view, but this is through the lens of the quest format. So it's going to be a little bit different and we'll look into some more specific areas for you. I wanted to make sure we brought through a solar return read for you. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns out there. And we're just going to dive into it without further ado. We're going to first look at what is going to be your overarching theme, and then we're going to have some fun with this and just see what lies ahead for you, right? I wish you a very blessed turn around the wheel, let's say. Let's hope you're spinning with delight, spinning with all kinds of different options, setting your head a whirl as you consider all the possibilities for yourself. We do have a very special Capricorn that's in our members. Miss Jenna, I already wished Miss Jenna a happy birthday earlier when her birthday was rolling around, but just in case she missed it, I know for sure she'll be tuning in for this one. Happy birthday, Miss Jenna. I wish you all the best. You truly have a heart of gold and you deserve all the goodies that life has to offer you this year. So let's dive into it. What is the overarching theme of the quest coming in for Capricorn Sun natives in their next trip around the sun? Ooh, basis of the matter, power of attraction, lucky number 13. You're definitely coming into your power this year. I see you really arriving at a certain point where you know who you are, you know what you're about, you know what you're looking for, and you're ready for so much more in life. And I think there's somebody very special that's going to be coming into your life, the character coming onto your path, who recognizes all of those beautiful qualities that are brimming in you. And they want to co-create with you. They want to come along for this ride. So there's a lot of attraction here. It's got the vibes of what you want, wants you. And so you may already start to kind of pick up this soulmate coming in. It feels like a very important character on your path. You may be having interesting themes coming in around this particular character in the dream space I got. Okay, or there might just be just certain synchronicities coming in that are giving you a hunch that this is the year that you come into alignment with somebody that is really going to change your life. It's got that vibe, okay? You're going to create something important with each other. And I do feel like you are exercising some emotional intelligence as you open up this year. It opens up a little spicy, okay? We do have vampire emotional intelligence. And there may be something really coming in around this with the full moon. Yes, 3:33 on the clock that will be arriving in Cancer. And it is sort of the mirror to the black moon energy that you kicked off. That's going to be coming in on the 13th. So not too far off. It's just around the corner here. And I think you're starting to suss out where a particularly draining influence is coming from. You may feel like there's somebody that's kind of like siphoning your energy a little bit here. I think you sussed out this character and you got your sights set on them. You are exercising emotional intelligence in dealing with this particular individual. I do feel like your intuition is really heightened here. And so there's something you've already gotten the memo on from spirit. And I think you know that you need to do some warding. And there may be certain steps you need to take to put boundaries around this particular individual. They may even be somebody that's really like into the whole vampire mythos, you know, that could be a tip off for you. Big fan of Anne Rice, I hear. Okay. There's somebody that really likes that kind of like more dark aesthetic, the more kind of like goth aesthetic. And there's something about this character that though you may be drawn to them on a certain level, you also feel like every time that you really drop in with this person, you feel drained afterwards. You might notice some interesting stuff coming in around your dreams regarding this person. They may think that they're really sharp, but I feel like you're sharper. You know what I mean? It's like there's something you've already sussed out here. Okay, this character is factoring in strongly as we open up your solar return read here. And we got the power of attraction here. Okay, so yes, I do feel like there's this sweetness that wants to come into your life. And there may be somebody that's kind of like on the periphery, keeping an eye on this. All right. When this individual comes around, just be mindful of who starts to try to capture your attention, who tries to get you sort of like caught up in whatever drama they're stirring here. I feel like it's a diversion tactic to keep you from coming into alignment here with somebody very special, right? I don't think this person's going to be successful though, because you do have a lot of protection around you, big chimera energy around you. You have a guardian chimera. Maybe you've even conjured a particular guardian up, somebody to sort of ward your space from the spirit realm. But I do feel like you have a lot of happiness that's coming in for you, something that's really going to warm your heart. Also, there's really a sense of you finding home this year, the place where you belong. And I also got in terms of your spiritual community too, like there's something about you really coming into alignment with your spiritual roots. And this is giving you a lot of strength. So I think that there's something really beautiful developing in terms of the home life this year for you. You may find the perfect home. You may find an opportunity to actually buy a home, all right, maybe in a different locale. There's something beautiful coming in here. And perhaps you'll be coming into contact with somebody in this new environment. There's something new in your environment. It's either coming in through a move or through a spiritual community, I feel. But there is somebody here you have to be aware of. Is kind of like, I think they feel like a little possessive of this person. That's what I got. A little possessive of this person. And so they might even try to dissuade you from hanging out with this individual, getting to know this individual. All right, just be aware of that. I don't know what I think of that energy. Something to be aware of here, something to be aware of here. Let's mix together the shadow and the light for you. We're going to intermingle the angels with the impious here for you, just to get this started out with your quest. And we're going to dive right into it, Capricorn. What is the nature of Capricorn's quest as they take this next trip around the sun? What is the nature of Capricorn's quest as they prepare to take this next trip around the sun? What is the nature of Capricorn's quest as they take this next trip around the sun? Yeah, I do have like some sense that maybe you've been feeling like an energy drain, and maybe you've needed to kind of pull your energy back so you could kind of suss out where that energy drain was coming from. I do feel like you're starting to clue into it, and I feel like you're taking steps to make sure that you put in some kind of reinforcement of boundaries so this isn't problematic for you anymore. But I do feel like there's this like vampiric character who's going to challenge those boundaries a bit. So just be prepared for that, Capricorn. I'm sure you already have an idea who this character is, or if you don't yet, it will become apparent pretty soon here. I feel like there's something that becomes quite evident to you with this full moon that's coming in Cancer on the 13th. You may even meet a new individual, I have to say, might be coming into your sphere that early on, maybe even with the full moon. I mean, you do have that power of attraction coming in with the 13th too. So something's happening. Maybe you're really setting your intentions too for who you want to align with, what kind of person you want to invite into your sphere as well. I could see that. All right, let's check it out. Basis of the matter with your quest here. Ooh, we have a King of Pentacles. Okay, that is your energy coming out really strong here. Yes, and you are in a place where your peace is really important to you. Like you don't want anything to disrupt your harmony. And I feel like you may be dealing with somebody who's a little bit difficult to contend with. Like I feel like this person just wants more and more and more of your time, and they don't know how to really like respect your boundaries. This could be in relation to work in some cases. In other cases, it could just be somebody that you're getting to know. They're a friend, there's somebody that you like hanging out with. And they may become, I don't know, I got this vibe, like they might be a little possessive and not know when to just sort of like give you your space. And they might even get a little bit kind of, I don't know, I'm picking up like a little bit of like a snarky kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? 11:08 on the clock, followed by 11:11. Yeah, I think so. There's something about this. I think this person can be like a little bit possessive. And I think that you'll be able to like calm them down, let them know that, there's nothing wrong between the two of you. Just because you need to have some space for yourself to focus on yourself and what you're doing doesn't mean that you don't want to have a connection with this individual, whoever this person is. But I do see like they're going to be a little bit irritated. It might be because you're meeting somebody new and, I don't know, you might have the feels for this person. It might make somebody else kind of jealous who's used to having a lot of your time and energy. Okay, I could see that. Interesting. Give me more details about this. Give me more details about this, Spirit, for Capricorn. Give me more details about this. Got a couple cards that flew out here, but I'm going to go ahead and give a full round before we have a look at those. Okay, really wants to stop there. So let's check this out. So we have one card here that has like a crossing element. So my initial kind of intuition before even like looking at this is that this card sort of represents like what you are coming into alignment with here. And this is this like kind of like blocking energy coming in from this individual of interest. It's sort of like vampiric character. Okay, so let me check this out here. 5 of Wands. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of, kind of that, that at odds with your ambitions. You know what I'm saying? It's that stuff that happens in social circles where people want to monopolize your time. They want you to sort of be at their beck and call, and I don't think that that's going to work out so well. I do feel like you're in a position where you kind of have the upper hand here. You're exercising good judgment. I do feel like where you've been facing a real challenge, and maybe you've even been dealing with sort of like a little bit of a competitive situation, or something where maybe people are having a little difficulty with somebody you're coming into alignment with. That's what it feels like. All right. If you haven't met this person yet, this is somebody coming in. I mean, this much is very clear. You have somebody that you're going to experience a strong attraction to, and they feel this attraction too. And there's a lot of kind of stuff stirred up in the social circle around this. There may be people that have a lot of issue with this. They may be trying to distract you or try to, suck up your time with just nonsense drama. But I think there's something here about maybe there's a little bit of envy going on, something along these lines. But I do feel that you're protected here. You may even feel like people are sort of judging this person harshly as well. And I think that the truth about this particular individual will be revealed. So don't get too sucked in by this, because it looks like whoever this is you're coming into alignment with, there's a lot of like liveliness around your connection. I feel like you guys have really stimulating conversation. You know how to make each other laugh. You have a lot of fun with your kind of like back and forth banter here. And there's passion there too. I feel that. And there's something here that you feel very passionate about as well, that you're creating with this individual. But I feel like there's people that are not going to like the fact that you're getting this opportunity and they don't. All right. So they might stir up some stuff just to try to like drive a wedge between you and this individual. But I feel like you got really good discernment here. You're going to be able to cut through the nonsense. What's this crossing energy? 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah. See, it says identifies traitors and destroys their plans. So you see here, you're really in your strength with the 9 of Pentacles here. You might also be experiencing some financial increase. I think that you're really in a place where your growth is evident, like you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're much stronger than you used to be. People might be sort of used to just kind of like having their way with you. Maybe there's times you let people have more leeway in the past, and now you're really starting to think about what you want for yourself, what you want to create for yourself, and you're not going to put that on the back burner anymore. So yes, I do feel like you're getting a calling here. There's something that you feel really inspired to do, and you're not going to let anybody derail you. But I do feel like there's people here that are going to so-called give you all the reasons why you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, why it won't work, right? Don't listen to them, because whatever this is, it's really going to pay off for you. And I think it's going to have you sitting pretty. This looks like really good energy, Capricorn. All right, let's see what this nemesis is that you're dealing with. Let's see if we can get any identifying factors around this individual. Looks like there's one character in particular that's a little difficult to contend with here. I don't know why, but I do have this like vibe that they kind of have like sort of that like that dog aesthetic, you know, they're into that. They might really pride themselves on that. In fact, you know, they like to come off a little edgy, you know. Let's check it out. It's interesting because we got an angel and an imp here. All right, let's see what the nemesis is. We got a Queen of Wands, okay? So this could be a fire sign energy here that you're dealing with. It's sort of working in concealment. Like their true intentions might be a little bit hidden. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes, yes. But again, I feel like they may think they're really cloaking themselves, but I think you'll be able to see through it, I have to say. Now, again, with this person you're coming into alignment with, this certainly could be a competitor. You know, this could be somebody that has their eyes on this person too. You know what I'm saying? Big fire sign energy. I think that even though they think that they're concealed here, you're going to see them clearly. Like, you know exactly what's going on here. That's what I sense. Yeah. And here comes Apophis. I do feel like they want to try to swipe this happiness. They want to try to intercede. I don't know. This person could be a little vain. They could think, no, this is my opportunity, or they might have so many reasons why they think that this person should be more interested in them than you. It's got those vibes. I don't really like the energy. To be honest with you, I feel like you're protected here. But I feel like what this person doesn't anticipate with the Two of Wands is that you really have your sights set on the future and what you want to call in for yourself. It was 1911 on the clock. So I feel like there's an old cycle here that you've completely brought to a close. You're coming into alignment with a new view. It's a view you've mocked up for how the road unfolds for you. And you're in a place where you're really exercising your intelligence. But what's different about you right now, Capricorn, is this is the year that you're going to be bold, okay? And that's what this character doesn't anticipate. They don't anticipate how bold you're going to be. And I feel like you're going to be able to suss out this character. It feels like it's somebody you've already dealt with before because you're going to get some answers about both the past and the future. I feel like this person's already interfered in the past, all right? So that might give a clue about who you're dealing with here. I also feel like you're going to get like some insight in what you need to do in order to avoid problems in the future. But this is one of those situations where somebody here feels like it should be all about them. The spotlight should be on them. This is a little bit of a kind of a vain character here, you know? This may also be somebody who has this sort of pattern, this kind of proclivity to kind of go after, you know, people that are already kind of like in relationships, or they always get drawn in when somebody is finding a certain person attractive, where maybe they wouldn't have even like, you know, given them the time of day before, but the minute that you're interested in them, all of a sudden they're like, oh, you know, well, let me get to know them. Like maybe they might even suggest like that the three of you like go out to eat together or something. They want to know this person that you're interested in. Just be aware, okay? This person has concealed designs, all right? They do. They have concealed designs. They do, but I feel like they can't stop this with the Eight of Wands, because whatever this is, this alignment you're coming into here, you're going to move forward very quickly. Now, this person may have been able to sort of like cut some things off for you in the past. I do feel like you've already dealt with challenges with this individual. So right off the bat, this should set your hackles off. And if it doesn't, maybe sit with it a minute, because I feel like this is somebody you've already dealt with before. They've already caused some issues with you before. 22 on the clock. They're not going to be able to interfere with this alignment, but that won't stop them from trying. Okay. And this does feel like kind of a fast moving energy. So I feel like this nemesis is going to be sort of exposed to you early in the year. Like, I don't think you will enter into the spring season without knowing who this character is. Okay. Let's see who your spirit ally is on your quest in this next trip around the sun, Capricorn. Who's Capricorn's spirit ally in this next trip around the sun? Who's Capricorn's spirit ally in this next trip around the sun? Ooh, interesting. Taking a walk on the wild side. We got a couple imps here in reverse. Ooh, see? We have Beelzebub, the moon, in reverse. See, this was a hidden enemy, but they're not going to be hidden anymore. Spirit's going to sort of like point this person out for you. And it says here, makes manifest the apparitions of demons, sets demons upon men to destroy them with vices. You see what I mean? This is like a Queen of Wands type of character who likes to seduce, and they're just somebody who's really hungry for attention. And if they're not the one getting attention, they have a problem with it, all right? But I don't feel like this person's going to be successful. They're going to be outed here. And I feel like Spirit's going to sort of point them out to you. So you'll be able to avoid any trip ups with this. Ain't going to work for them this time. All right. They won't be successful with this. I also feel like whoever you're coming into alignment with here, they're really into you. You know, it's not something superficial. There's a deeper connection here. So I think you're also, you know, coming together with somebody who also is sharp. You know, they're not dense. They're able to see through this, whatever this is. We do have the name Amy here in reverse. So, I mean, the person's name could be Amy, just as a clue. This is somebody that normally you would think that, you know, the two of you are like simpatico. This is Six of Pentacles in reverse. But this person is really out for themselves and what they can get out of the situation, all right? Yeah. This is somebody that feels like, you know, a familiar. There's somebody that you would normally consider a friend, all right? But you're going to recognize that they're not, okay? This is really important to pay heed to. I feel like spirit is your ally here. It's like spirit's pointing out this character to you so you don't get tripped up and you don't miss out on the potential of this connection. Let me go ahead and do a cut of the deck here and see what we got. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this person is like really wanting what you're coming into alignment with here. Tempts thieves to steal. This is like somebody wants to like swipe this person from you. But I feel like whoever this is you're coming into alignment with, they're real solid. All right. So the person you're coming into alignment with could potentially be a Leo. Okay. Doesn't have to be a Leo. It could also be somebody that you've been attracted to in the past or your paths have crossed in the past here. I think this person is going to be really loyal to you. They're an excellent familiar. So whoever this is that you're being inexplicably drawn to and you two are creating something together, I think this person's going to be really loyal to you and they're not going to fall for this, all right? Yeah, Two of Swords. Yeah, this person's going to know that they need to block this character. And in fact, this person isn't going to be successful in this at all. I do feel like they're just going to sort of like stab themselves in the foot here. They're going to make a fool out of themselves. All right. I also feel like, you know, this person will, you know, stand up for you too. All right. So this is somebody who's sort of like not only loyal to you, but they'll rise to your defense too. You know, I could see this person like trying to like get some time alone with them or send them a message, you know, and just sort of like seed things in their consciousness about you, whisper in their ear little things about you so they can kind of turn them away from you. And this person here that's coming in for you, they will let you know. They will let you know. And this person will get tripped up. Okay. So this looks good. I don't think anybody's going to be able to interfere with this here. Let me do a little bit more shuffling here for you to see what we got. What is the lay of the land for Capricorn for their quest in this next trip around the sun? What is the lay of the land for Capricorn with this quest in their next trip around the sun? Four of Cups. I feel like you're ready to sort of move away from disappointment in your life. I think you've dealt with a lot of that and you want to really like remove yourself as far as you can from this energy that in the past has led to just a lot of disappointments for you. You are in a place too where you're really focused on healing mind, body, spirit. You're ready to be fulfilled. And I do feel like you got a lot of protection on your side with the Four of Cups here. It does say the God deflecting evil. So where there's like this desire to cause you further disappointment, it's not going to be successful. There's just a lot of like warding protective energy around you. I think you've built up some brownie points here with Spirit 29 on the clock. That's that 11 energy. This alignment can't be averted. It's just, it's your time. That's what I got. Okay. It's your time. This is a matter of divine timing, not anything anybody can get in the way of here. Woo. You also might have a very special trip coming in this year that's significant. Let's see what this is. Landed on the floor here. Feel like this is something you're not aware of yet about the lay of the land. Ah, we have the Fool and we have Strength in reverse. Okay, so with the Fool in reverse, yes, I mean, this is somebody who behaves foolishly, you know. This is somebody who wants to try to interrupt some new beginning for you. They see you got some new beginning coming into your life. They also see that you're very focused, like you're activating your will at this time. And you do have something that's, going to take a lot out of you to get this going. I also feel like you got certain objectives that you want to reach this year, maybe even in relation to your career, something you're creating. And it's like you do have somebody here that's gunning for you, but I don't think that they're going to be successful. I think they're going to make a fool out of themselves. I mean, I feel like this is something that you don't really need to worry about, but you might still be interacting with this character. And I think that that's why you're getting sort of the heads up about it. This person's not in a strong position, all right? You're going to really be able to suss out who are your people and who aren't, who's there to really lift you up, celebrate you, encourage you, is happy for you when, you do have success, or when this person comes into your life, and who's there just to see, what they can get out of the situation. Whatever this interference is, it's not going to be successful. And in fact, I feel like you're going to really effectively clear this out once and for all. So this looks good. I mean, I think your way is pretty free and clear as long as you don't let this person sucker you. Okay. What's the beef here? Oh, that came out very quickly. The beef is the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Twice that came out for you. So this is big confirmation about a lot of growth coming in for you, a lot of abundance coming in for you. Your health is improving. You're really looking good. This is like a big kind of like level up energy here. You're also coming into a lot of magical strength. You're really learning how to wield your powers of alchemy here. And you had that read about claiming the last unicorn, and I do see you finding that last unicorn here. It's something very magical just for you, and it might be that special person, right? Like you thought, oh, there's no more people like that out there, man. And then you come into alignment with somebody that just really makes you feel like all things are possible. That's what I feel here, okay? And this person could be a musician. You may create some music with this person if you're musically inclined, all right? I also feel like a lot of your strength comes when you're in nature. That's when you are going to have a lot of clarity. It's also where a lot of your empowerment comes from. It says causes trees to bend at will. You may have a particular tree that you have a very strong connection with, or you will, and it'll be sort of like your power spot. And when you spend time there, you'll find that you get the answers you need. In fact, it's interesting. That tree could be your excellent familiar here in this regard. I don't think that anything is going to be able to dissuade this like level up that's coming in for you. I mean, 9 of Pentacles twice coming out. That's a really strong message here. And I have to say, it looks really good for you. This looks like some excellent energy. And it's crossing here, So to me, it gives those vibes of you shall not pass. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the wording, but I don't feel like you're the only one like putting some boundaries in place. I feel like it's almost like spirit stepping in. It's like your spiritual goon squad is stepping in. They're like, no, that's enough of that. There's been too much of that. No more. It's not going to happen anymore. Right, I like this. Okay, so it looks like this particular beef, this meat of the matter is being settled. It's already been decided. You're meant to have this glow up. You're meant to have this opportunity. You're meant to come into alignment with this person. It doesn't look like anything's going to stop you. You've just really learned your lessons here. But on that track, let's see. What are the consequences you'll have to deal with as a result of your past actions, Capricorn? What consequences will you have to deal with as a result of your past actions, Capricorn? What are the consequences Capricorn will have to deal with as a result of their past actions? Ooh, you got High Priestess coming out here. Okay, so I already see there's been some alchemy at play here. Bottom of the deck energy, the Hanged Man. Okay, so you could have been dealing with a hidden enemy. You could have been dealing with a water sign energy in this regard as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do feel like you may have been dealing with somebody who's a little witchy too, especially with the energy of the Queen of Wands coming out with the High Priestess here. We did have the Moon in reverse, and now we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, this could have been a bit of a karmic matter. But again, it says you have protection from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. So yeah, somebody may have tried to conjure something up here, but they're going to get caught up here. That's the judgment, all right? Now, what's this card here? Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, somebody got too big for their britches. They were throwing around some stuff, you know, throwing around some magic potentially, or some manipulation, all right? I got big, strong, like, you know, workings vibes with this though, right? And this is somebody who may have been friendly, but they were actually, you know, not. There's somebody that was working against you. Yeah. I think this person threw some stuff your way, you know, they thought they could get away with it. I feel like the only consequences you have to deal with is really knowing when to say enough is enough and to cut somebody off and really be firm about it. All right. Because I do think this person has like some level of arrogance to them. This keeps coming up. And I do think they may try again. All right. I think it looks like you're going to be successful though. Whoever this is, they're going to get caught up. And you have your own strengths. It looks like you're really coming into your alchemical abilities here. So I think you're going to be able to neutralize this no problem. What is Capricorn's power to be gained through self-mastery? That came out right away. Ooh, I like this. Yes, you're going to cut it off with the quickness with the Knight of Swords there. Beautiful energy there. You're going to be very decisive about this, in fact. Yes, you're seeing through this, and you know that you have something here that you're really wanting to come to fruition. There's something you're working on here. There's something you're developing here. And I don't think you're going to let anybody get in the way of this. You'll cut off any nonsense with the quickness because you're going for your Nine of Cups. This is about your personal fulfillment. And I do see this progressing for you very quickly here. And this is really like your reward for all the healing work you've done. Also, where you've been really investing in turning your health around. I mean, it's clear that you've been doing a lot of inner work, but I also feel that if you've been dealing with any health challenges, maybe they were health challenges caused by some of this energetic load that was being put on you from other people too. I do feel like there's a turnaround in your health coming here. And I think it's because you're being very decisive. Like, I feel like this decisiveness is playing out in all areas of your life. You're really understanding what you need to cut off, what doesn't work for you anymore. I got 7:07 on the clock here, so there might be something coming in around that for you. There might be something coming in around that area code. Okay, this could be a little tip-off point for you. That's a Sonoma County area code for some of you. That's not for everybody, but it might be coming in strongly for someone here, okay? Yeah, and it might even be a place you need to cut off just for that to come in, all right? Maybe you're just recognizing that a certain chapter in your life has come to a close and it's time for you to sort of head off to new horizons here. You've outgrown something. And it's the direct result of this healing that you've experienced here. We have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. See, I do feel like this is something that you haven't totally dealt with yet, though, because this is in reverse, okay? There's a certain investment that needs to be made to really cut off what's been trying to rob your dignity and your honor here. There is something here that it's a bit of like karmic law with the crow medicine coming in where something needs to be laid to rest. It's like 39:39 on the clock. Wow, 12:12. Okay, you really could be dealing with like a hidden aspect here, a hidden enemy here. And there is something that needs to be completely digested here with the Two of Cups, because there's some alignment coming in for you, but there's something that's lingering here that hasn't been fully closed out, and it can cause interference, all right? I do feel like, you know, with the Two of Cups here, you got love coming in for you big time this year. And what's following that is this Ace of Cups energy. But see, it's also coming in with this energy of others who maybe, you know, see what you got going on for you and they feel a little bit envious about that. This is kind of like shapeshifter energy that you need to be aware of. And again, it comes in with the Page of Wands. And in fact, you may even hear from this person. So real strong fire sign energy around this character. And this person, you know, they'll make it out like, you know, they're on your side, that they can be trusted. You know, if you have questions for them, they'll give you all of the answers. They could have a strong Virgo placement. I got Virgo, I got Leo came in here, got Pisces energy, water sign energy in general, okay? I do think you're going to hear from this person, whoever this meddling influence is. You haven't heard the last of them, right? And I do feel like they'll be very generous with their answers where you have questions, but this person has this talent for making themselves invisible. Like they know how to throw rocks and hide their hands. And I think they've done it for a while and you suspected it, but you didn't have any like solid proof or evidence, but something is going to be like so called out for you that there's no way to deny it. So I really feel like you're already coming into your power. And this is sort of like the last test for you. This is the last thing you have to master to really know when you are accurately seeing a situation, no matter what somebody says, and to really stick to that and call it out and just put an end to this nonsense. Because I do feel like maybe, you know, you might try to pull your energy back and this person may try to explain themselves. And it's just like, no, I know what's going on here. Okay. What's at stake for Capricorn and their party? Those who are meant to join them on this quest as they head on up to that stone of destiny. What's at stake for Capricorn and their party? We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. The security and stability of the road ahead as it's meant to be. Right? Yeah, there's something here about, you know, maybe somebody, you know, tries to make you feel like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Like you're being paranoid. That's crazy. I would never do that to you. You're not seeing the situation accurately. And you really can't take that on, okay? It's important that you really trust your gut in this situation, Capricorn, because it really could hinder the stability of what you're trying to put in place with others for your future here. It could even rock your stability on, you know, a very practical level, like financially, in your home life, okay? So trust yourself here. This is really important that you trust yourself. That's so essential here because you're meant to really lay down a strong foundation with others for your future here. But there's some that have opposition to this. I think it's just pure jealousy. I have to be honest with you. It's pure jealousy. And I think it has something to do with who you're coming into alignment with. Like they don't think it's fair. I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure that will become clear to you as time goes on. What's at stake for the new world that Capricorn wants to bring into being in this next trip around the sun here, Spirit? Why is everything coming out in reverse? Again, it's a Page of Cups in reverse. This is associated with Pisces. So boy, this is just really coming out as a big like flashing lights, like warning to you. 44, 44 on the clock. Like the angels are really trying to speak to you now through synchronicity. There's somebody here that you're still aligned with. And whoever this person is, they're not your friend. And they may sort of undermine you in a very subtle way, but this person can get in the way of what you're calling into being here. So it's time to really trust your judgment on this one, Capricorn. It's so important. Big, big Pisces influence here, 12th house influence, hidden enemy influence, okay? Now, I could also see in some cases, this could be aspects of yourself where, you're used to taking a back seat. I just want to bring that piece in too. I feel that's more like kind of like an in tandem piece that's running through this. Like, don't let yourself be put in a corner. Let yourself really shine. Let yourself step out there. Be bold with it. You're meant to be bold. That'll work in your favor, okay? But you do need to be aware that there's others that are quite content with you staying in the shadows, and you need to trust your judgment about that, okay? What's the cookie for Capricorn if they really just trust their instincts, if they let themselves go after their dreams and they don't let anything or anyone get in the way with this, if they do what they need to do to cut off the nonsense, put down their boundaries? Woo, what's the cookie? You got a lot of cookies here, man. Let's see what we got here. You got an Ace of Wands. It puts you in your power. You get lots of growth here. Look at that. It's like a crowning moment for you. You get your flowers. You get your recognition. You're protected against despair. There's also a need here about getting some help from spirit and being patient, okay? It may take a little time for your vision to grow, but it will. Look at this. See, it's all being taken care of for you here with the Three of Wands. You have a lot of protection around you. And the more that you can just really trust how you're being guided and what you feel like on a soul level, listening to your own intuition and your soul's voice, you're not going to go wrong. In fact, you got a lot of help with great works here. So I do feel like you're dreaming really big here. You do have some vision that you're bringing into 2025. I mean, certainly you got somebody special that you're joining up with here, but there's also something here that's really just for you and your personal fulfillment. It may have something to do with some kind of work that you're going to be doing. You got protection from adversaries here, though. So you got this on lock. So just keep trusting where you're going. Because look at this. It leads to a 10 of Cups. So there is a happy ending to this particular chapter for you, I have to say. And you got a lot of strength on your side that's going to confound any wicked, impious people that want to try to sabotage you. And in the end, you will be victory and there will be peace in the kingdom. I like this. This is really good. Look at this. It's going to be a banner year for you with the Eight of Pentacles here. You're making a name for yourself. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. You have some real intellectual talent here, and there's something that you're creating. There's something you're putting out there that's also really going to help others. You're providing a particular service in what you're sharing here. It's like wakes up people's minds. You're providing some kind of knowledge here. So, let yourself have that moment. Let yourself have your accolades. This is the cookie. You got a lot of success that will come in for you. As long as you just stay in your own power and trust your vision, this will be a beautiful, beautiful year for you. I think you'll be very, very happy with how things turn out, okay? And one final shuffle here. What is the target that Capricorn should aim for this year, Spirit? What is the target that Capricorn should aim for on the road to the Stone of Destiny? Where should their focus be? What should their target be? Woo. Got some flyers. I want to see what this card is here. It's the only shadow element that came out here. Temperance. Yes, 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 yes. So I feel like you're going to balance things out by calling something out here. All right. You should call it out. You should call judgment on it. There is something you need to, throw to the side here. We got Sagittarian energy coming in with temperance, but this is also the work of the alchemist. So I do feel like you're going to be able to take all that stuff that's been weighing you down, all that leaden stuff, and you're really going to transform it into gold. Okay. I do feel like it's really going to pay off for you financially. This is the year that you get in a really good place financially. It does require just sort of staying really focused and diligent and putting one foot in front of the other. Okay. It will come into fruition. You're going to be supported. You're going to be supported in finding, that balancing point and being able to be patient. Okay. You're going to get things that come in that sort of, let you know you're heading in the right direction, let's say. Okay. The things are going to lighten up for you. And I do feel like there's something here about you really growing a lot in terms of your knowledge too. So maybe there's some kind of study in what you're creating here, and that also enriches your life. It gives you a lot more understanding about yourself and the world around you. And I feel like this wisdom that you're getting through this study is something you're also sharing with others. So this is beautiful. It will blaze a trail for you. It takes time, okay? So patience, patience. It will come to fruition. And I mean, we cap it off the way we began. Look at this. Two of Cups. I do see a union manifesting for you this year. I do see you coming into a beautiful partnership here. It's something that's meant to be. It's something just for you. It will come into fruition for you. And I feel like this has the grace of spirit all over it. 5151, this is your vision being activated. It's closing out a karmic cycle, and it's all up from here. And I can't think of anyone more deserving. I love you, sea goats. You guys are rad, man. You are rad. You are salt of the earth, and you deserve this, and it's coming your way. So I hope you're ready for it. Just get rid of this imp.